the quarter. Could have done at least two more, but it was a great day. Personally, it was a great day for me. But honestly, I didn't really do much today. You got to give credit to the O line and to the tight ends and the receiving core. Those guys blocking down the field, 20 yards, just staying with it, constantly going. Obviously today, running the ball was kind of something we were good at. So therefore, the receivers decided that, hey, we're going to step up and block. And when it's time to get the balls thrown, those guys stepped up and do what they had to do. But honestly, our O line has been receiving a lot of criticism. But I think today, they showed up and they stepped up and they're making strides, man. Honestly, again, no one's perfect in this world. We're evolving and we're getting better each and every day, and those guys are getting better. As an offense, we're getting better. We're not going to be content with this performance. I think we have a lot more left in the tank, and we just got to get back to work on Sunday. Enjoy this for a couple hours and then get to work.
Last week you talked about making history at Vanderbilt. Today you made history here. How good is that feel for you?
I didn't make history. Our O-line made history today. I mean, those guys, we ran for, 300 yards, something like that, total. So, as a collective unit, we made history. For me, it was just kind of going into another game and, things were hitting, holes were opening, and, I just got to see it right. Last week, someone had asked me, the consistency within the running backs, and for me, that Vanderbilt game, I took it personally, just because again we weren't hitting the right holes, and that falls on me. So I went back to the lab, I got in the film room, and I had to see what I was missing, the holes, and what the O line was creating. I think today I showed that today.
Ray, when you keep it up with your stats on field last week at Vandy, you said that I overheard you make a comment about Florida, but you give the offensive line a lot of credit today to back up what you said. You gonna take them out to dinner?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna take those guys out to dinner. I gotta take the tight ends and the O line. Probably run a hole in my pocket, but I think for rushing for 300 yards a total as a group, that might double my. I don't know what that check's gonna be like, but I'm not gonna want to see it.
Were you following along with your stats throughout the game? Did you see where you were at, and were you trying to go for record late in the game?
Nah, honestly, I didn't even really know. I think after the big run I had ran, at that point I was like, I think I only got 75 yards, something like that. I wasn't really too into it. I was just trying to keep my head in the game. I think once you start to focus on the statistical part of the game, that's when you start to lose your mojo and your juice. So guys are coming up to me and congratulating me, but I'm like, it's only the first quarter. We got to keep going. We got to keep pounding, and the results showed today. We're getting the W.
You came here for moments like this, and now you're 5-0. When was the last time you were 5-0?
Probably high school, honestly. But again, I'm just blessed to be here. I'm blessed for the opportunity that Coach Stoops provided for me. I'm blessed for the coaching staff. When they recruited me in the portal and they just felt that I can come in. Again, I had some big shoes to fill, and I think today I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly trying to cement myself as one of the Kentucky running backs who can become great. But honestly, 5-0. But we trying to go 1-0 each and every day. So it's about trying to go 1-0 next week against Georgia.
We talked about with Mark. He said a few weeks ago he hadn't talked to you. There were some holes you missed in game 2. And he applauded you on the way you took the criticism, the way you got working, and he said there's some things just with God, the vision that you have. Talk about how that made you want to get better and fix those things when you received that like week 2.
Yeah, as college athletes, we got to be able to take constructive criticism. We got to be able to understand that, what our coaches are seeing, they may be seeing something different from what I'm seeing. So, again, it's about getting back in the film room and understanding what he saw. And, maybe I was trying to press it too much. Maybe I was trying to do a little too much. So, I definitely appreciate Coach Stoops for calling me out. Again, I don't want somebody to just sit there and not tell me what I'm doing wrong. Again, the only way for me to understand what I'm doing wrong is being told what I did wrong. And shout out to Coach Stoops, shout out to my O-line, and, shout out to them just trusting me. Again, week 2 it was a rough week for me, and those guys kept my head up and just kept me going. And I think week 3 showed, and week 4, obviously we're on week 5, but again, you got to be able to take constructive criticism. Not everything's going to be perfect, and that's the approach I had to come with today.
Ray, did they give you any heads up that they were going to lean on you this much today?
No, honestly, I got to be ready. It's a next man up mentality. Again, however the game is flowing, if the receivers are going, then the receivers are going. I'm pass blocking. If we're running, we're running. Just about being ready in that moment and understanding, hey, when your number's called, you got it. This is the moment you live for. These are moments I came here. This is why I came to Kentucky, to be able to be in this moment, to be able to be around this crowd, this fans, and enjoy the energy. And I'm happy.
Were you drag the guy in the end zone, or were you run away from everybody?
Honestly, Jagger helped me on that one. I'll be honest with you. The first touchdown, Jagger did help me and put me in the end zone. So shout out to Jag on that one. But the second one, I did have to muscle my way through. But it's crazy. A lot of people criticize me for my speed, last year, and so I think the long run just showed that I could be a home run hitter. If I have the opportunity, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, Daryl, and then Michael.
Which old line was going to put the biggest hit on Rick Carter?
Oh, it's probably between Flax or Marcus for sure. I've seen Marcus take down some chips within probably a minute, honestly, and it was the big bag. So Marcus might be the one to put the hole in my pocket for sure.
You got the one eye black on, the one off. I mean, this was a fight. I mean, you guys made it look easy at times, but it seems like this was a fight. It seems like every game, in the SEC. How impressed are you with the fight in your team?
This game wasn't easy, I'll be honest with you. No SEC opponent is easy. They're going to go out there and they're going to play. Our defensively, they stepped up and they made some really key stops, a lot of penalties that they had, and offensively, we just capitalized on those penalties. The eye black, I had to channel my LeBron, I think was it 2016 finals when they wore the black unis. He was like, we got to be the bad guys. And that was the mantra I had today was I got to be the bad guy. When I step on that field, no more being nice. I got to go out there and wake the world up, man. And I think today I did it a little bit. I think the world kind of knows who I am. But again, I got to keep stacking days. I can't be content with this.
You started with 2, right?
I probably did start with 2. It's gone now.
Okay, folks. Okay, last one.
Ray, you scored a lot of touchdowns this season, and I noticed Marcus Cox picks everyone up when they score, at least you. What's it like to be 20 feet off the ground when he picks you up and you have to get in the end zone?
I'm just praying he catches me on the way back down. I'm just praying. And it's crazy because we talked about that. We were like, well, we got to work on this, man. The first week or two, he dropped me, then it slipped. So, we were like, we got to work on this. We worked on it in practice maybe one time, and then that was our defining moment right there. And, I felt like, what was that, The Notebook, where they ran and caught him, something like that? So, yeah. Was it The Notebook? Dirty Dance. It's where they're running in the rain or something like that. It's the same thing. So, yeah, he caught me.
Okay,
Everything is perfect.
I don't think we can top that one. So.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, players.